And we are being told the search for Lisa Irwin has now stretched all the way to the West Coast.
Investigators there tonight are looking at surveillance tape in California. KMBC 9's Michael Mahoney has the very latest.
Larry, the news that this investigation now may have a West Coast component is coming from the family of the biological father of this missing baby, Jeremy Irwin. Member of the family, Mike Jarrett, is emerging as somewhat of a contact on this, and he says that this is what the family has been watching for most of the day. This is what he said about what may be taking place out in California.
They're pursuing surveillance tape on a couple with a baby in California.
Lorette did not elaborate. Again, he was told the conversation was being recorded. Now, the baby's biological parents, Jeremy Irwin and Deb Bradley, remained out of sight much of the day. Lorette says they're exhausted. They're trying to get some rest. Their home at 36th and North Lister in Clay County remains empty, but a team of FBI agents returned late Friday afternoon to sweep the nearby grounds with metal detectors. The couple and their 2 children have not spent a night in their home since the baby's disappearance early Tuesday morning. Also today, Deb Bradley's grandfather, David Nett Sr., says fatigue may be a factor in the couple's decision to, in the words of the police, stop cooperating. Nett says the couple objects to the way they're being questioned.
They would come in and say, okay, Jeremy said this, and then they'd go back to Jeremy and they'd say, well, Debbie said this and this. When you're that tired and you're that worried about your baby, you're bound to make itty-bitty mistakes in timeline and so on and so forth. And they've been pouncing on every little, from what I understand, every little mistake that's made.
Now, that method of an investigation by police officers almost across the board, and in some cases reporters, that you compare the account of one person involved in a story with another person's account of the story and then point out potential inconsistencies, is quite common. It's so common that it's used at the scene of a lot of traffic accidents here in the city and in every other town. So the 2 headlines that are emerging today is that there is a tip that is being worked out in the West Coast in California, according to Jeremy Irwin's family, and that the reason that there may be some lack of cooperation by the family is that the parents are objecting to the way the police questioning is being handled.